Hello everyone, welcome in. We are going to be doing some more hair today. Our Marshall needs a bit of a haircut. His hair is all over the place and I'm not super happy with it. So we're going to jump right into it. There we go. So I had a couple of ideas on how to approach this. And one of them actually showed some promise. So we're going to give it a try real quick. Basically, the concept is to kind of use two layers of the same thing. Actually, let's see if we just dynamesh this to save us some headache here. Yeah. Okay, so what I mean by that is as I kind of smooth this down, we are pushing it underneath. And we're going to kind of use this for our main texture. Our big volume, if you will. Oh, we got a little hole there. Close that up. Okay, so when I turn this off, you can see that it's softened kind of everything. And then our main texture kind of sat on top. Hello, mint sauce. So what we can kind of do is kind of redefine some of our features by bringing detail back or softening it. Oh no, you're fine. To be fair, there was a big brown blob on the screen. So I think we're just going to dial this in a little bit. There we go. That's much better. So now we're kind of keeping some of this texture, but we've drastically softened it. There are some places that could just be just removed in general. This is 3.5 million points. We don't need that much. Let's see if we can zero mesh that down a little bit. Nope, don't want to do that. So we're going to zero or dynamesh. works surprisingly well. Let's make sure our brush is reset as well. So now we have the ability to kind of put more focus on certain parts and less focus on others. The rest just kind of gets smoothed in. Now I do think we probably just smooth this out just a little bit, because it is looking just a little on the crispy side. I know you guys can't see it on screen, but I am using the XMD toolbox to kind of store all of my brushes and keep things organized. Now, I don't like this right here. That actually bothers me quite a bit. Okay. let's just wash the canvas and let's give this another go. So all I'm trying to do here is create a texture. We're not getting any major flyaways or anything like that. We're just trying to create a base texture to work from. I want to kind of define the flow of the hair. That's all. That's not only to inform you guys of what I'm doing, but also for me to keep the headspace of what I'm doing. Okay, just like that. Hey, Robo. That would be cool. All right, now for the second level, we're going to duplicate that and smooth it down. Okay, and then we are going to take that same brush. We're going to crank up the intensity because I only want a few spots. I think we might need to change the brush a bit. Okay. Feels weird to be an old guy and still jamming out to Iron Man. Maybe listen to Godzilla next. Why does it feel weird? All right, so what I need here is a good hairbrush. Let's make this super tiny for a second. That's not bad. Let's turn stroke. Curve fall off. We're going to flip this. Yep, I don't think that's what I want. So we're just laying down some strands, trying to get them relatively into a place where they make sense. Okay. Now we're going to try something a little different. We're going to take it down standard. We're going to bring the intensity down to 12. Make the brush nice and big. We're going to start with a fresh block out of the hair. Turn all of these off for a minute. Smooth this all down. And slowly bring down the Dynamesh. You kind of just want to tuck it in nice and smooth, flat. Especially back here, I want this smooth. All right, damn standard. Okay, and what I want to define some stronger curls. I actually need All right. I think that's a start. A much better direction. And then what I want to do is grab stuff like this, kind of dig us a hole a little bit, and then build out of it. So that we can come in here like this. So in theory, I can then draw my curl on top of that. It's not quite as strong as I want it to be. I think the contrast slider is just going to cause more problems. Actually, what if I did crank this up? Too much. Okay. Now we come to brush, depth. I'm going to raise this up. Okay, interesting. Starting to see some shapes I like. About 12. Can I tell you how people use animate shader, outline, and Zbrush? So a few people show their models like that with an outline that just fits perfectly no matter from what position. Yeah, there's a couple different ways. The simplest way, there's a bunch of pre-built materials out there already that kind of do it. There is one that is, if you go into your material tab, let me close up my brush and plugins here real quick. In the mixer, there's an outline. You can add this outline in there, okay? And this depth will push it behind the model or in front of the model. You can see it, it's that light brown there. But for my material, my cavity is set to this light brown, right? So here, I'll just throw that on there right now. And then we'll change this cavity to black. And now you can see I start getting this black outline around everything. That's the start, okay? If we go back into the mixer, we can strengthen that outline and push it more and more. You can see that the outline is getting bigger. Bring the depth back up a little bit. It starts to put it on top of the model. So basically, what this is doing, if I grab another sphere real quick, okay, let me turn this off for a second. It's creating a duplicate of your mesh. Oh, to make a poly mesh. It's creating a duplicate of your mesh, pushing it slightly behind your model and making it black. So that way, if I come back to the original, it basically creates that outline. It's kind of like an exploded version of your model. But the trick is is that you can't see the back side of it because it's always behind your model. So it's like constantly moving behind your model to stay in perspective with your camera. That's the start. And what I mean by start is because it's not perfect, not by any means. So if we turn on outline here again, and I'm gonna blow it out just for example here. Okay. This is way too strong. But what you'll start to notice is that in places where the details get a little munchy, like right here in the mustache, it doesn't like this very well, right? So one way to fix that is to come in and grab that piece of mesh and then smooth the living heck out of it, right? That's not ideal because it's going to like explode your computer. This is just the mustache, for instance. So we can come back, bring that back. So what you can then do is push this into the background of the model, right? You can see it's moving further and further behind it and less of these front details. Okay, so we got lots of front details there, all the front details, and then we slowly push it back. Okay, that's the first part. The second part is the renderer. On the renderer, you can do a bunch of different things. You can use a BPR filter, which then you can kind of fine tune your material to give you some decent frontal outlines, but we don't want super dense ones, right? So we're going to make them kind of thin and just visible, right? You can start to see them here on the eyes here. You can see it around the jawline, all that kind of stuff, right? Anything on the center view of your model. Okay. Not so concerned with this outside outline because where we're going to do that is in the BPR settings. So if we turn one of these on, you can go filter and then outline edge. Okay. And then we crank this up. Now we're not going to see anything because it's not actually rendered yet. So if we just grab him like this, I hit BPR, there's that white outline. That's this, okay? You've got front color, back color. So we change front color to black. You can automatically see that updated, make it red, whatever we want, okay? We can make this as thick as we want, okay? You can see it really starting to come through here on the nose where we have a lot of separation. But then we can soften those details right here. We can blur them out a bit. Okay. And then the extra magic is the depth and the cavity. So we can use depth by kind of dragging this onto the model. This is our back depth. This is our front depth. Okay. So if I don't want anything in front of like the jawline here, we turn on that. So we're going to turn on mask, okay? Because all of this is under your mask, okay? But you can see now we're not getting so many front details from the BPR shader. We can do that with the actual material, right? So depth, we can bring that more forward. We can strengthen that and then dial that in. And then you can get that real cartoony look. Does that kind of make sense for you, Aura? I hope that helped. Now, if you're you're welcome. If you were looking more for how to make it more flat and kind of lose some of the shading, you can do that in the actual modifiers of the material, where you can take some of the diffuse out and crank up the ambient. Bring your specular down, that'll flatten you out. So the ambient is going to be working off of a whole bunch of other things. But for the most part, you're going to be playing with your diffuse and kind of getting that flat. We just dial this in till there's virtually no shading, right? And now we come back to our mixer, bring that outline back, bring up the depth. And that is all material, right? There's no render to that. Cool. Then we throw on our BPR render, we get some shadows in there, that little extra flare of outline. And you can use that to illustrate a book if you wanted. Yeah, the streams are up on the channel. We are live on Twitch as well, but you can it'll stay up on YouTube until I get through to edit it. When I get through editing at some point, someday, I'll have it in a shorter form so you can find it easier. And let me just load up my material back up. Save your materials. If you're new to material editing, always save your materials before you start making changes and after. Now this material specifically, this is my material. I can see it really well. I can visualize the shapes underneath really well. That is strictly my thing. I highly encourage you to find yours. I would not, let me clarify, I would not sculpt with that material on. You lose all sense of depth. Unless your entire thing is about reading silhouette, where you are spinning that thing around like crazy all the time, you will screw up your model constantly. As far as a sculpting material is concerned, you want something where you can see where things are protruding, where they kind of dip. So for me, and I said this a couple streams ago, where I see no difference between organic sculpting and hard surface sculpting, because I do everything by reading shadows and highlights. So this material for me gives me a good view. You can watch this shape right here, how that kind of grows and moves. So I can see in here where my inconsistency is right there. I can see it in the outline over here in the silhouette. I kind of got a weird bump right there. So if I come back in, I can then kind of smooth this in, and I can watch how the speculars change. This is more of a hard surface technique. because everything about hard surface is watching how your reflections move. Okay, so what I'm doing here on this chunk of hair is I notice that this kind of is a defining hair for some of the silhouette here. So I wanted to just kind of lift it up out of the model a little bit more. And then we're going to kind of flatten it down with Trim Dynamic. All the way through the curl where it lays. So the material that I'm using is actually a variant on Skin Shade 4, which comes default with Zbrush. And you can use it to do the exact same thing. I just have it fine-tuned to my eye and my monitors. That's all. A lot of the cartoon sculptors typically use Skin Shade 4 or a variant of. It looks good. It kind of keeps them in the realm of what they're doing. Highlights the major forms and not the super small details. All that. So I'm trying to get this curl to show correctly without looking like it was just slapped on top. Okay, so we don't want this to like droop down into his head again. So we're just going to kind of use AccuCurve and move. We're just going to pull these points out just like that. Turn AccuCurve off, make sure we're still keeping our curvature. Go back to this fancy new hairbrush I just made and pull it through. That is really strong. So we're just gonna push this back down just a little bit. Get in here with Damn Standard and kind of give us a little bit of a crease under here. That might be too much, but we'll come back to it later. Yes, they're built in. All of those, everything I just showed you is built in. It's all under the material tab up here. The renderer, that's the ZBrush render. Now keep in mind, I'm on 2022, so if you have the latest version of ZBrush, you have so many more settings to play with. This keeps it simple, because you have the redshift renderer, all of that kind of stuff to play with. But I don't use any of those new features in any of my workflows, so it's not necessary for me. I'm not super liking that, but that song might change when we actually add detail to this thing. In fact, we can even come look real quick. I really don't like that one. I think we're just too high. I think that's the problem. Too far off the surface. So we grab our move brush now that it's smoothed it in a little bit. So I kind of keep a rule of 3 as far as hair strands are concerned, and I think we will end up making that a separate piece. So we'll come back to it. But we still need the slight changes in depth there to build off of. So I'm going to do the same thing with this curl back here. So what I mean by the rule of 3 for hair is I typically use kind of a 3-point shape every single time. I use a fat one, a long one, and a short one. This kind of creates the illusion of a clump for me. So if we were coming here and we kind of do backwards here, short, long, and fat, and we can flip that mask and pull that up, push it back. It's kind of one way to do it. So right here, I have kind of a wide version of that. Really don't want to increase mesh density at this point. Oh, you're welcome. Hair is a beast, that's for sure. And there are 1.5 million different tutorials on how to do it differently. Right, so we're going to try and create some curls here. So what we're looking for is some underlapping of hair. Okay, let's actually check on the hat here. So I think that's as high as we're going to go for there. Yeah. I'm just kind of going back and forth between holding Alt and letting it go. To get these peaks and valleys. Okay. Let's try and see if we can just get in here. Just pull this up. There we go. Oh, you're welcome, Laura. Take it easy. I'm doing them every day right now. It's fresh channels, so we got to put the work in. Give or take, yeah. Might be 30 minutes behind, 30 minutes ahead, somewhere in there. But generally about the same time, yeah. Be sure to join our Discord. Come hang out with me and a bunch of other artists if you really want to accelerate your learning. Link is right above me. See ya. Take it easy. So we'll just try and push this underneath that curl. Okay. Well, I like that way better than what we had. All right, so let's go with that for a minute. I created this indent right here. Okay, so we're going to move this to the top, and then I'm going to duplicate that. Now we're going to go in with our finer detail. Oh, we have, okay, there we go. Let's see, how is Lazy Mouse with this guy? Maybe crank up the intensity just a little bit. Okay. I am liking that way more than what we had before. We still have another path or another layer on top of this one to do, so we ain't close to done yet. But these curls are looking way better, I think. Now, alternatively, what I could have done, instead of having this other mesh underneath entirely, you could use a layer and then use the history brush. That is a totally viable option as well. Okay. Where are we chugging here? Okay. There's a start. Okay, so we have two layers to this. We have our high detailed version. We have underneath our flat version. Now we need the, oh, missed a spot. Then we need the flyaways and stuff that's more disconnected. Actually, we may not even need our layer underneath. Let's do this, fill it right there. Yep, we may not need it at all. Okay. We are still going to use it. Don't be deleting nothing, because this gives us a real clean mesh to create our flyaways off of. Created just a little bit of a nightmare in here from that masking earlier. That's okay. All right, so we're going to duplicate that one off. So this was our latest version. That was our previous version. And this one just feels scratchy, wiry. This one feels more like you ran a comb through it. This one just feels lumpy. And that's our base mesh. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So we're going to delete that. We are going to delete that. And that one. And that one. And that one. This one we're going to keep. Turn that on. And then we need a hairbrush. We may just have to make one. Yep. We're just going to make one. Kind of tired of all the excessive experimenting. So we're just going to grab a polycube. We need this to be a 3 parts tri-brush, okay? Which means we need 3 polygroups. Okay. Then we need to shape this into our strand. We're going to get rid of this one and this one. So what we're doing is we're just trying to create a point with even geometry. Now, the important part here is that this purple section does not change from this end to this end, because this is the part that's going to repeat. Okay. We're just going to grab 3 edges here, and I'm going to rotate these down. Like so. Okay, so now we should be able to do create insert mesh, new, go stroke, curve mode, okay, brush, modifiers, try parts is already on, weld points, okay. So now if we come out like this, it's backwards. So let's go back to this. We are going to take it and flip it around because it is camera based. We're going to try this again. Create insert mesh, new. ZBrush crashed. Cool. See how much we've lost. Okay, not terribly much. We are back doing this hair detail. So let's jump back in. We will come back to that try brush in a moment. Okay. Okay, let me come in here and fill this all back in. We are sculpting hair at the moment. Just smoothing in any of these little crunchy spots because those aren't going to print. Okay, now let's try this all again. This was our old hair. This is the new one. Oh, that's the old one. This is the new one. Don't like this little cross that's going on right here, so we're just going to fix that. Okay. So you can delete those old ones again. And then we're going to create our own hairbrush for our flyaways. Start with the cube. Okay, and then we don't need this edge or this edge. Turn perspective off here. Widen that like that. I'm going to pull this guy in and these two together. Okay. And then we're going to collapse all of this to this point in the middle here. There. there, 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 that one, that one, that one, that one. And there we go. Okay, now, like we said, the important part is that we don't change this purple one. Okay, we're going to flip this because we want this to go the other direction. This guy can taper in. We're going to throw 3 edge loops so we can rotate this. So we want this to go into the skull, or into the scalp. So we're going to do a quick save. And then we are going to go to create insert mesh. That created us a mesh brush. Come up to stroke. We turn curve on. That makes it a curve brush. Then we go to brush, modifiers. We're going to turn on weld points and stretch. So now, if I turn this off, we can duplicate our base mesh for the hair. Oh, we gotta turn sculptress is off. Delete lower. Voila. Now we can come to brush. Let's go depth. Let's bring this down a little bit more. Perfect. Let's bring this down in size. So now we should have, oh, don't want to grab you. You stay where you're at. Pull these in with the rest of the hairs. Then we can kind of get these flyaways that come off of our forms a little bit better. And go to deformation and kind of give this a relax a little bit. We want it to blend in nicely with what we already have. And now we're getting too long, but that's the idea. Thank you guys. So let's delete that one. Now what we can also do is we can, this should work, but let's try it to be sure. Do a quick save, just to be sure. But if I make this multiple, I think we're just going to do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. And then we can kind of put in preemptively our length variations. Want an extra edge on this guy as well. One over here, maybe one in there. There we go. Then we just kind of give those a little touch. So remember what I was saying earlier, my rule of 3. We're going to have a short one, long one, and then thin one. It'll let me grab it. There we go. Okay. And as long as we didn't mess up that purple section, we should be able to create insert mesh. Nope, it crashed. Try that again. There we go. Just for testing purposes, before we have another weird crash like that, we're just going to do the one. Where we do short, long, and then fat. No, fat, long, then short. Okay. We go to brush, create new insert. Works just fine that time. So we go stroke, curve, curve mode, brush, modifiers, weld points, stretch. We can turn that off. Grab our base mesh to work on. Brush pretty small, and voila. And drop some more pieces in quicker. So all I'm looking for are pieces that I want to lift off. Like right here, perhaps right there, here and here. A couple back here maybe. One up here, maybe 2. Do one over the ear here. Okay. So then we can delete the base. Or just leave it hidden for right now, in case we decide we want to add more. We're going to turn on dynamic for now. Grab our move brush. Just kind of finesse these into the places we want them. I think I turned dynamic on the wrong thing. Nope, we're okay. Oh, our dynamic doesn't seem to be doing much here. There we go. Let me just nicely blend these in. If we use move topology, we can move these strands individually, start creating some variants for them. Go. I think that blended in nice. As for this one back here, just get that in a mask so not mess with anything else. Okay. Now there's this lump here on our high detail mesh that isn't cooperating, so we're just going to come in and push that down. Okay. And just minutely add some variance. Try our best to keep that rule of 3. Now, not all of them, the points don't need to be sticking out. Sometimes we just want kind of like a hair that kind of just lifts up. Kind of like that. I just want to make sure that these all blend as nicely as possible. Bigger move brush here. Okay. Back to move topological, and we just kind of move these guys with a little bit of variance. There's just a little hair detail that's cutting through right there that I want to get rid of. This one, I think we can just pull into it. Okay. All right, now we just keep repeating the process throughout the rest of it. It should get easier because they're not the front of the face. Those are the ones we did first. See? That one went much quicker, but we're gonna kind of just get them all in their proper places, and then we'll go in and add that variance where necessary. Again, delete that stroke. There we go. Add that curve. I think I got them all. Now we can grab our move brush. Anywhere where it looks too uniform, you can go and mess it up a bit. Oh, did something weird with that one. We're just going to isolate it, see if we can fix it. If not, we'll just delete it. Must have got caught in another move. Okay, that should do that. Now, what I would like to do is just let that sit for a while. And if it still looks good later, then we know we did a good job. But what we can always do is add more later. This guy shouldn't be sticking out quite so far. So there we go. That should be our hair. Then we put his hat back on. Might be a little thick in the back. We might have to tone it down just a smidge. So to do that, we're going to turn his hat off. Actually, we'll leave it on. Then we're going to go to Z plugin, transpose master, T-pose mesh. What this does is kind of merges all of our subtools into one. Now we can split that hat off. Actually, don't split it. You don't want to do that. But we can come in here with a move brush. We can just tighten this up. Before we do that, though, to grab his face and mask all of that. And hide the hat for a sec. Oh, we still have his ears. Hold on. Make sure all that's masked. Bring it back. Hide his hat for a minute. And then we're just going to shape this in there. Make sure we're not inside his head. There we go. Clear that mask. Back to transpose master and go back to sub T. That brings us back, and it will adjust his hair to the adjustments we just made. See, it got a little smaller there. That's not too bad. But I am noticing his ears are a little on the big side. Let's just pull those in a little. Those may need redone. They look like they kind of got messed up a little bit. It's all right. We will fix them. There we go. I think that's a good place to leave it. Let's merge visible. Okay. This is our T-pose mesh. We're going to delete that. Extra star, we can delete that. We can delete those extra spheres. That's the one we just merged. That's the old one. I'm going to delete that one. Bring in our new one. Actually, what if we is that messed up over here too? It is. There we go. All right. Well, thank you all for hanging out. Remember, we are hanging out in our Discord all the time, me and a bunch of other artists. I will drop a link here in the chat. Every Friday, we have a Firestarter challenge where you can come in and use whatever medium you want to produce an art piece based under our prompt. You also have our QR code above there, above me to join. And then every Tuesday we listen to old time radio shows, kind of an older medium that isn't done too much today. It is still done, just not as much. But a very interesting way to look at storytelling that we can apply to our everyday work all the time. That happens every Tuesday. Firestarters are on Fridays. So come hang out with us, and I will see you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe and like the video if you got anything useful out of it. Have a good night. See ya.